So I know it's been absolutely forever since I have released another YouTube tutorial. It's been about 3 weeks and I've just been swamped. There's been a lot of stuff going on in my life and I've been really busy, but I'm totally sorry and I'm back again. So the video that I'm giving you guys today is actually something that I promised you a long time ago, so sorry that it took so long, and it's something that I know that a lot of you guys have been asking me about. So it's a simple tutorial. It's basically something that you're going to use in every single one of my other videos, and it's just how I show you how I do my eyeliner and fill in my brows. And so for me, eyeliner is my absolutely most favorite makeup ever. I don't leave the house without it. I absolutely love it. And so I have two forms of eyeliner that I love doing. The first one is a liquid liner, and so the liquid liner that I love and I swear by is called Lakme InstaLiner, and it's actually from India, and so it's super difficult to get over here. Usually I just ask people to grab it from me when they go back to India. If you're Indian, this is actually super cheap in India. I think it's like 60 rupees, which is about $1. And so if you do go back, make sure you check it out and grab one for yourself, because I absolutely love it and it lasts forever. If you're not going back to India anytime soon, or you're not Indian, or you just don't have access to Lakme products, I have heard that the NYC liquid liner is a very good substitute, and I'm going to check it out here and maybe post a review or comment down in the comments to let you guys know whether I think that that's a good substitute for this. But this is what I use when I do liquid liner. So I'm going to do one eye with liquid, and then the other I'm going to do with my new secret weapon, which is gel liner. And the gel that I totally swear by, that I love more than anything, is Maybelline New York Eyestudio Blackest Black Gel Liner. And I really like this. The gel is even better because it really helps you go a little bit slower, and it's a little bit more forgiving of errors. So if you're just starting out with eyeliner and you're not as sure-handed, gel is a really good way to go, because you won't just open your eyes and mess yourself up. So and the cleanup is a lot easier too. So I'm going to do one eye each, and on top of that I'm also going to do my brows. And so for me, I never used to fill in my brows. I was like, okay, I have pretty good brows, I don't think I need to fill them in. But when you do a heavier eye makeup look, and you do some nice, you know, a deeper smoky eye or something like that, in photos, if you don't fill in your brows will get washed out. And so even if you have good brows, you should learn how to fill them in really minimalistically if you'd like, just so that there is that balance. And so I fill in my brows very minimalistically. The way that I showed you today is pretty much the most severe that they'll get, but I do think that in picture quality it's definitely made a difference. So I hope you enjoy these, and you can reference back to this video for all my other times when I'm doing makeup and I tell you guys to go watch my brow and liquid eyeliner tutorial. So I hope you guys enjoy. If you guys have any questions at all, please feel free to comment down below and I will get back to you to help you out. So experiment and let me know what you think. Don't forget to subscribe and keep on watching Aesthetics by Amisha. Thank you. Bye. So the first eye we're going to do is going to be with the gel liner. There's my Maybelline Eyestudio Blackest Black Gel Liner that I'm going to use. I'm also going to use a angled eyeliner brush. This one's by Coastal Scents, but any one that you want, you just want the bristles to be kind of short, a little bit taut, so that you have some control over to where the product goes. I'm going to dip it inside of the pod and get quite a bit of product on there so it applies smoothly. The first place I'm going to touch is going to be in the middle of my eye after it's pulled taut, and this is because I want the line to be thickest in the middle. And then without adding any extra product, I'm going to go ahead and start at the very inner corner of my eye and pull that and blend those two lines together so they make one big line. The line is going to be the thinnest in the inner corner, the thickest in the middle, and then it'll thin back out when we want to wing the eyeliner out. To create that wing, we just take the leftover amount of product and then just pull it into a straight line when the eye is taut, just like I've done here. And then I'm going to go back in with a smaller brush. This also is from Coastal Scents, and then we're just going to create a little bit more definition. And so I've dipped it into the pot again. I'm darkening the areas that need darkening. If you mess up like I did right there, you can very smoothly using very slight motions, just make the line a little bit thicker and go ahead and even that out. Just beware, word of the wise, that every time you mess up, the line gets a little bit thicker. So we're just going to go ahead and also create a little bit more definition with that wing. Now you can get as intense and bold as you want with this wing. The further out that you pull it and the thicker that you make it, the more bold this look is going to be. You can do it with the eyeliner, or if you have a felt tip liquid liner, this also works to make that edge a little bit smoother and a little bit more defined. NYX makes a really good felt tip liner that works really well for these purposes. Now we're going to go ahead and get started on the other eye, and that is very zoomed in, so I'm sorry, but you're going to be able to see what I'm doing a little bit better. So I'm going to go ahead and dip that in there, make sure that there's not too much excess product, and again, same concept. Start in the middle of the eye so you have the most amount of product there and blend outwards. And just continue blending, and then when that brush has very little product left on it, go ahead and take the remnants of that product and push from the inner corner and blend with that line that you started in the middle. And as you can see, it's taking quite a few swipes to get that to blend. Just take your time with it and it'll work out really well. The most amount of pressure that you should be applying against the eyelid is at the center of the eye. And as you can see with my brush, I'm letting go of that pressure and letting it flick out towards the end so that there's not too much product towards the end. Then I'm going to go ahead and re-dip so that there is product, but make sure that it's very precise. And I'm going to go ahead and make my wing. And as you can see, when the eye is pulled taut, when you make a straight line, when you release the tautness of the eye, it turns into a flick that goes up normally. So you don't need to actually emphasize the flick in order to create it. Just make a straight line when the eye is pulled taut. Now we go on to the brows. The brows I'm going to keep a little bit minimal because that's how I like my brows, and also I don't have that much makeup on today. So I'm going to go ahead and use my MAC Eyebrow Pencil. The shade is Spiked for me. And so I'm just going to start in the middle of the brow because that's where I want that line to get a little bit darker. And I'm going to outline the bottom edge of the eyebrow. And then I'm going to very light-handedly make the square box portion of the center of my eyebrow. Now, if you don't like it too square, you can make it a little bit extra square and then blend with your fingers like I will do later. Working with the pencil, it's really easy to make this a little coloring book exercise and get a little bit too carried away. So as you can see, every single time I'm touching my brow, I am using a little flicking motion so that I'm mimicking the way that the hairs are placed in there. I'm not coloring back and forth. They're little flicks. And that'll make sure that your brows look a little bit more natural. After the pencil, I go in with a flat shader brush that's really small and dip it into the ELF Eyebrow Kit. I am using the shade Dark. Medium works on me as well though. And I'm going to go ahead and just dip into the gel portion of it. And it's the same concept. You want to start right in the middle of the brow because you don't want it to be super dark, more in the middle to that. And you're going to blend outwards, and then you're going to take the leftover product and then go into the center of your face. The start of the eyebrow should be pretty light, otherwise it won't look like a natural gradient. The purpose of going back with this gel is to give you a little bit more filling power. This will make them a little bit more bolder, and it also blends the pencil marks that you've left before to give you a more natural look. Then I go in with a angled brush that's a little bit bigger and dip into the powder, and I use this a little bit more generically. Again, I still start in the middle of the eyebrow, but I'm not as precise as where I'm placing this. I'm using this to just blend, add a little bit more color, and also to set my other products so that they don't move during the day. I go in with my fingers and just blend. Now I really like to use this step because I feel like it makes the brows look a little bit less harsh, a little bit more natural. And then I go in with my spoolie and I just brush through. This is to make sure that the hairs are pointing in all the right directions, and again, this just blends a little bit more. I don't really feel like I need brow gel after this because my hair is pretty fine, but if you feel like you do, this is the time to place that brow gel. And there you have it, the finished eyeliner and brow. Bye-bye.